Hello, Master Neurologist Andre Alvin Moore, and this is part two. It's a quick observation of Patrick Swayze relationship with numbers 7 and 5. Okay, so the first letter of a name is called its earth tone, and earth tone is the first vibration that offers valuable information about a person's personality and character. So, here we go. Patrick. Patrick. His earth tone is the letter P. Earth tone equals number 7 because the P energy is the 16th letter of our alphabet. He starred in the movie Ghost. Plus Ghost. And this earth tone is the G. And that too, the earth tone equals 7. Okay. Patrick, the name, Patrick, contains 7 letters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you got letters equals 7. Okay. Patrick's birthday, 8/18/1952. Okay, these two numbers we call the gift in numerology, and 5 plus 2 equals 7. Okay, these numbers are called sub-elements. It vibrates on the 9th level, but the number 9 energy is going to have a mixture of the personality of the 1 and the 8. I'm not concerned about that. I'm concerned about this 8 here and this 8 here. So 8 plus 8, 16, and 1 plus 6 equals 7. Okay? The birth year. Okay, let me see. Let me bring this camera down so you can see just a little bit. Okay. All right. So let's take this out. Bring it back up a little bit. The camera. So, his birth year, 1952. His birth year. When you add it together, 10, 15, 16, 17, you see the second sub-element is the number 7. Okay? All right. His destiny, 8, 18, 1952. When added together, it gives you 1978. You see this 7 popping up there. And when you combine the numbers together, you get 25, further reduced down to the number 7. That's the life destiny. This is why he incarnated, to find God. And it's rarely do I come across a life path of the number 7. Rarely. This was the thrust of his life. How to find God. The potentiality to find God and to know God is self-evident with the number 7, and he will be given multiple opportunities to solve the mystery of life and death. And when I said in my first video on the subject matter, I revealed how strongly the 7 energy was pulling him in. He was studying all different types of metaphysical philosophies. The I Ching is spiritual. Martial arts is spiritual. The Tai Chi is spiritual. He was studying Buddhism, which is spiritual. He was raised a Catholic, which is spiritual. Okay. So he had a deep interest in seeking wisdom and enlightenment. So the 7 was on his job, no doubt about that. He had a profound love for crystals. Crystals vibrate on the 7th level because crystals come from the earth, but crystal energy, people that study the Atlanteans and ancient civilizations like the Lemurians, if I'm not mistaken, it was the Atlanteans that had great crystal technology. And we don't really study the power of crystals today, but we use a lot of crystals in a lot of our electronics, like dilithium crystal that help to propel the Star Trek Enterprise. You always hear about the dilithium crystal that propelled that ship from the Star Trek TV series. Actually, your body is a crystal, but I'm not going to go into that right now. But anyhow, the 7 energy was on his job. There's no doubt about that. The 7 energy was on his job. So what happened? What happened? Well, he died. He died at age 57. The 7 was there, but now it's behind him. Why? What happened? Well, he succeeded. The 5-7 lets you know he succeeded as an actor. He was very successful. He was very beloved. He probably was a very wealthy man. I didn't check that information out, but he probably was a very wealthy man. So what happened? Why did the 5 energy come before the 7 energy? Let's look at the transitional numbers. He died at age 57, which vibrated on the 3rd level, which indicating that he was someone that was profoundly interested in music and dance. But the 3 energy is also interested in entertainment. And he attended a lot of social gatherings. And when you attend a lot of social gatherings, there's usually a lot of alcohol at these social gatherings. And he was known to be a heavy drinker in his earlier career, and he was known to be a heavy smoker. And all that falls under the 5 energy because the 5 energy rules the 5 physical senses. But let's go on. His transitional numbers TRANSITNAL. His transitional numbers NUMBER. Is as such. 9, 14, 2009. Okay. This vibrated, when you add it together, was 2032. You can see that energy of the 5 was running, right? You got this energy here, which is a 5 that's running, and that vibrated. He left on a 7. Okay? So these numbers are kind of like running under the number 7, which tripping him up, which diverting his attention from God to the pleasure aspects of the world, which would be sex, drugs, alcohol, beauty, entertainment, joy, fun, perhaps engage in activities that was very risky. So let's see how this 5 energy continue, in my opinion, to trip him up. Okay. His destiny equals a 7. He left the body on 7. These two 7s make a 14, which makes a 5. His first earth tone of P is a 7. The first earth tone of G is a 7. So those two 7s are going to bring us back to another 14, 5. He left in the 5th decade. You get that, which is a 5. And he was born in the 5 decade. He was born in the decade of 5. So he was 50. So he left in the 5th decade, and he was born in 1952. So he was born into the 5 decade. So it's all these 5s. These 5s are like wild horses, hard to control, and most people struggle on the 5th level. A lot of celebrities struggles on the 5th level. And if you're not careful, it'll take you off of your 7 path. And apparently that's what happened to Patrick Swayze. Now later on in his life, I believe he got control of the alcoholism, but I think by then the damage was already done. So rest in peace, my brother. This is just a quick observation of a reading that I did way back in 2009. And I just wanted to, share this with you to show you how numerology can work in your life, how numerology is working in your life if you know what to look for, within the numbers. Okay? So, until the next video, peace.